What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley for those of you who are watching for the first time. And for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a pageant Q&A. Over the past weekend, I just finished competing in the Miss Maryland USA competition, and I was getting a lot of questions, so I just decided to make a video and just tell you guys all about it. So I'm gonna go through literally every step so that if you guys are thinking about doing it or are wary or like want to know what pageant culture is like, then I'm gonna give you guys the real honest insight from me because I just did it. So also I posted a lot of content on TikTok and Instagram, so definitely follow me there. And I am posting a vlog after this video the entire weekend and like daily recaps and stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, definitely stay tuned for the next video. But let's get right into it because I don't want to waste any time. Okay, so beginning with the application process. So there are so many different types of pageants, so first you want to figure out which one you want to do. For me, I watched Miss Universe like all the time growing up. I literally loved watching that. So to get to Miss Universe, you have to make it to Miss USA, and to get to Miss USA, you have to go through the Miss whatever state you're in USA pageant. So I joined the Miss Maryland. Since I'm from Maryland, depending on what state you live in, you would join that one. And you have to be like 18 to 26 years old. I think that's the age range. And then they also have like a teen division as well. So obviously I'm 21, so I did the adult Miss version. To apply, you can go through like the Miss Universe website and they can connect you to your state, or you can just literally look up Miss whatever state you're in USA competition. So on the website, I did an online application. I did have to pay an application fee of like $100 or something, and then after that they are going to schedule a time for you to do a phone interview. So paid the $100, did the phone interview. One of the women on like the board or whatever are gonna call you, ask you a couple questions about yourself, mostly just like what do you do, what is your definition of like confidence, what are the things you're passionate about, like just really to get to know you, but like not stressful questions. Like I wasn't stressed at all. They were really nice, but then again, like I am used to like talking, so it came like pretty natural to me. But if you're the type of person that's like never done it before, then I would definitely practice just having like conversations about like talking about yourself, because I know people can get uncomfortable with talking about themselves, and during a pageant you do that a lot, so just know that for sure. So after the phone interview, they like review it, if they feel that you would be a good fit, then they'll send you an email, and in that email you'll get like a whole package. And to enter this pageant, it's like a minimum of like $1,000. So, but it's not really coming from your pocket. So once you got in, you get the packet and you have to raise $1,000 worth of sponsorship money. And the sponsorship money can come from family donations, friends donations, businesses, like any types of like it has to be money though. It can't be like product or something. And they do it in like installments. So I applied in like November, December, and then the pageant wasn't until May. And you had from the time that you're accepted to like April to pay off that whole $1,000 sponsorship fee. So I ended up getting money from family and friends, and that really covered it. I did a GoFundMe, and yeah, that process wasn't too difficult. After you do your sponsorship, then basically your spot is secured and you start preparing. And the preparation process is different for everyone. And that's the next question, by the way. Like, what did I do to prepare? Some people will get pageant coaches, and then some people will like do it on their own. And I wanted to do it completely on my own because it was very important to me that I wanted to be like myself every step of the way. Not that like if you have a coach you won't be yourself, but I wanted to see how far I could get and what it would be like just me doing it alone. Like just me being naturally like answering answers how I do now, like answering interview questions like how I would do naturally, walking like how I thought was natural to me, stuff like that. So I ended up going that route, but you can get a coach to help you, but keep in mind a coach is gonna like cost money and stuff like that. But if you have people sponsoring you, backing you, then a lot of the times they would cover stuff like that. So preparation for me was on my own. I practiced my walk a couple times, not a lot to like, to really be a professional model or something, but practiced my walk a couple times in those months. Talking has already been like something that I've done, so that wasn't really something that I practice a lot. But the day before, I started to get a little in my head, like talking to Zach, like, so he had to remind me that like this is something you do, like don't stress out about it, don't worry about it, answer from your heart, stuff like that. So preparation for me was pretty simple. I didn't really think about the pageant until it was coming up. Obviously, I got my nails and stuff done, as you guys are going to see in the vlog. Got my eyebrows done. I decided to go natural with the hair, so I didn't do much with my hair. Other than, you know, I got a nice little trim before, but that's pretty much it. The dress process. That was not stressful, but it was expensive. I looked at a couple dress places online, and I didn't really want to order online because I like to try stuff on. So I ended up purchasing a dress in Annapolis at a really nice dress shop. I'll put the link down below. It's called Mary's. It's a bridal shop, but they do have regular dresses. And my dress did run about $1,300, and that's including like alterations and stuff. So I'll also do a price breakdown. So from the beginning, I did a $100 application fee. Then I had to raise the $1,000 worth of sponsorship money. And then my dress cost on top of that was $1,300. But you can find dresses from all different types of price ranges. Some of my friends got dresses from like Fashion Nova, Windsor, like, you know, it's completely up to you. Dress process was a little bit stressful because, you know, you want to pick a good dress, something that's going to reflect your personality. I ended up finding one. I really loved it. It's red. I'll show you guys a picture. And I felt really beautiful in it, very confident in it, and that's what matters. The price doesn't matter, but how you feel in it is what matters. So the next question is, where do you begin? Okay, so for me, I always wanted to try a pageant. I'm not a pageant girl. I don't plan on, you know, becoming a pageant girl, but it's just something that I wanted to try. Just, you know, I like to try new things. I thought it would be a challenge to myself because as someone who is not naturally a confident, outgoing person, this is someone that I grew into, like, through doing YouTube and stuff. I wanted to push my limits and see if I can, like, do it in person. It's also very important to find a goal for yourself going in that's not winning, because there's going to be 80 girls there and only one person's going to win. So your goal has to be something other than winning. And they would say that to you during the orientation and the talks and stuff that we had. So going in, my goal was not winning at all. It was just to push myself and to network, meet other women, talk to other women, you know, in my area, because it is a really great way to meet other women in your area. Like, the girls that I were with were super nice. Like, we have a group chat, like, you know, it's giving good vibes. Like, it was really great. So definitely for your mindset, you want to have a goal that's not winning. Okay? Okay. And that's also going to keep you motivated during your time there. Because you don't want to think about winning. You want to think about, what is this going to do for me other than that? Like, what is my purpose here other than that? Because for me, I wasn't thinking about that at all. Like, I was just thinking about being my best, not comparing myself to other women, but being my best and putting my best foot forward and being myself. You know what I mean? So definitely that. But next question is, do you have to be small in size? And this is a good question, because this is one of the things that I was wondering too. So there is a swimsuit competition. There is an evening gown competition. And then we did like an opening number, which is like a dance, but they don't score you on that. And then you have your interview section. So like there's 3 different categories. Interview, which is like in front of a panel of judges. Swimsuit, you walk down the runway. Evening gown, you walk down the runway. I was very, very grateful when I walked in. I saw a very diverse group of women, like different races, different shapes, different sizes, like a realistic diversity of women. I did really like that. But I noticed during the competition, when it started, you know, eliminating people, top 17, top 10, top 5, were there many women varying in size? No, there was not. And I was one of the girls that made it to the top 5, but looking around and seeing, you know, people next to me that, like, okay, this is not really a good handful, an accurate handful of the women here, I was just like, don't know how I feel about that, because a lot of these girls were like bombshells, like great walk, great personality. Even though I'm not a judge, but like I saw a lot of really, really, really good, strong women in my eyes that like may have been overlooked. And I don't know how I felt about that. Like, I didn't think that was too, I don't want to say fair, but I'm not saying that you have to be a certain size, but I am going to be honest in that there was one type of size when they started doing the top 10s, top 15, top 5. Definitely keep that in mind. I would not let that discourage you at all, because at the end of the day, I think everyone should have a fair shot, period, no matter what you look like, no matter what your skin color is. So there's that. Next question is, how did you do everything without comparing yourself to other girls? And I thought this was a really good question, because when you think about pageantry, it's not like a sport. Like, it's not like, oh, we're doing gymnastics and like this girl got this score and that girl got that score and she got this because of her skills were like cleaner, or like they had straighter legs, or like, you know, more pointed toes and stuff like that. But when you're at a pageant, you're getting scored on kind of who you are as a person, like your personality, how you show yourself off to the world, your confidence when you walk, your style choice. So in a way, it does kind of make you think about yourself. But if you understand that win or lose, the people who beat you or win, the girl who wins, is not better than you. Because we are here, we are unique, we all have something different to bring to the table. We are all amazing women in different ways. They just chose her as the winner, the judges. But that doesn't make you any less than. Like, you're still a woman, and that doesn't make her better than you, if that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. I guess for me, as long as you remember that, like I said, your goal is not to win, you have another goal there, then it'll keep your mind fresh. It'll keep you from comparing yourself to other people, because you are going to look around, you're going to be like, oh, what does this girl have that I don't have? And you don't want to let your mind wander there, because you have things that make you special, just like she has things that make her special, and it doesn't make you any less of a woman or any less of a human being because she got a higher score than you, if that makes sense. So that is something that I did learn early on, like being an influencer and being very active on social media, to not compare myself to other people. Because at the end of the day, we all do the same things. She just might be a real estate agent, I might just be an influencer, but we still the same. We still are the same. Even with celebrities, when you compare yourself to other people, at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We are all the same. There's nothing about somebody else because they do it differently that makes them better than you. Just remember that. But if you are the type of person that you do find yourself comparing yourself to other women, and you're not at that mindset yet where you recognize, you know, your own value that you have in the world, I would not recommend doing a pageant, because there's a lot of things that can trick your mind and trip you up. So unless you're in that headspace, then I wouldn't do it. That makes sense. So I didn't mean to get, like, you know, negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be super honest with you guys. And super upfront, and like really share like what is going on. So next question. Pretty much covered everything. I don't know how to answer the question about the scores because I don't know how they score, but I do know that 1/3 of your score comes from the interview, 1/3 of your score comes from the swimsuit, and 1/3 of your score comes from the evening gown. And the judges are the ones that score you. That's how it works. I don't know how pageant scoring works, but that's how they come up with your score. And then if you make it to the top like 15 or whatever, and then the top 10, the top 5 are the ones that answer a question. And I answered a question, and it's very random. You pick a question from the bowl that one of the judges made up, and you answer it live just to see how you would respond or how you would answer it with an audience, just, you know. And I got the question, what is my favorite quote and why? And off the top of my head, you know, I am not really like a quote kind of girl. Like, I have words that stick out to me in my mind, but like at the time I could not like figure it out. So I just ended up talking about something that my mom always said to me, which I live by every single day. And that is to always believe in yourself and recognize your own value. And then other people will see it and recognize it too. And I think that you should always live your life that way, like, because then you won't find yourself comparing, you know, the things about you to other people. Then you won't let the words that people say tear you down, because you know your own value. And once you recognize your own value, literally no one can take that away from you. So that's a quote that I said because it's very meaningful to me. And yeah. What else I have to say? I answered pretty much all the questions. Will I do a pageant again? Somebody asked me that. I don't know. I don't know, because I met a lot of people there who like have been following my journey and on social media and stuff like that. And it kind of made me realize that I don't need to have a title or like to be known for something, because I've already created a name for myself in a way, and like, you know, have my own things that make me unique and people know me for, that I'm already doing. I feel like I'm already doing like my life's purpose. Like by helping you guys, sharing my experiences to help other people, inspiring people on their natural hair journey, helping, you know, y'all find the things that fit you when it comes to your hair, clothes, stuff like that. So I feel very fulfilled in life as it is. And this was just something to try. Like, it's not something that I need. It's something that I wanted to try, but it's not it's something that I'm chasing or that I need. So don't know if I would do a pageant again. Maybe I'll think about it, but for now I'm really happy of where I'm at because I get to be me, and I love that. I love being able to be myself and like sit on the camera with y'all and like talk about the things that I do and hear y'all responses and answer your questions and just create a community that's like so loving and supportive, and I just like that. I love that. So shout out to you guys. Love y'all for always standing by me. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other questions or things that I didn't answer, you can comment them down below and I can type a little response. I'll have all the links down below. If you guys are in Maryland, I'll have the application link down below if you guys want to try it. I also have the place where I got my dress link down below, and also I got my lashes done. Literally love them. I'll have that link down below. So yeah, you guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and stay tuned for the vlog. See you guys later.